Um, why did you think that Jabari defending Klingon and Williams was a good matchup?
Take away the lob threat and switch on to their scores, their main scores. Simons, Grant, some in the pick and roll, and Sharp. And so we didn't like the 2-on-1 downhill with the lob threats there, and especially with Simons coming off, being a hot shooter off the dribble. So wanted to take away those actions specifically, and had a player or two that we felt Alpi could help off of. Not typically post-up guys.
Dillon's not a guy you run a lot of plays for, at least not for threes. But do you guys look for a hot hand? Does that lead to a guy like that getting more shots up on a night like this?
Yeah, I may not call a ton of plays for him specifically, but he's really good at finding his spots, relocating, sprinting to spacing, and kind of interjecting himself in the game. And so even if we run a pick and roll or a post up, we understand the attention that Alpi, Jalen, Fred, and guys are going to attract, and we want our guys to be in the proper spots to be a recipient of those passes. And so I think he does a really good job of getting to the spots and creating openings for guys.
Fred only taking 2 shots and you guys kind of doing what you were able to do offensively, does that show kind of a step of how you guys are getting better where you aren't needing him nearly as much?
Yeah, I think he just takes what the game gives him. And, early on, they put Kamara on him. He was trying to pick him up full court, so we allowed other guys to handle a little bit and him play off ball a little bit, but, made the right read, whether it was hitting guys in the pocket or making the extra pass on the kickouts. And so, yeah, Fred's all about winning and doing the right thing, whatever that it may be. Some nights it's scoring, some nights it's facilitating, and did that tonight. And we're kind of moving along in the right direction without him scoring, so he just kept doing the right thing.
Piggyback off that, it seems like the strength of this team has been the balance you guys have offensively. Tonight, kind of indication of how good you guys can be without one guy having to do everything.
Yeah, and that's the goal and the hope for us is to improve in that area. And I keep talking about the Chicago game where it felt like everybody kind of came in waves and guys coming off the bench and had, I think, almost 7 guys in double figures at halftime. And so I think that's when we're at our best. Certain guys are going to get their sets and get their plays called, but it still doesn't mean it's only a shot for you. Penetrate, drive, and kick, find guys wide open and make the extra pass. I think we're getting better at that, and we are at our best when it's an equal opportunity balance, and a lot of guys are doing a lot of different things.
How much has Jalen's aggressiveness opened up the floor for the rest of the players on the offensive end?
Yeah, I would say him attacking the basket. They have a team that packs the paint and gives up 26 most threes, and so we understood if we drove and kicked it and found guys, whether it was post-ups or kind of touched the paint, we'd have some open looks, and he was the head of that with the first group, and then Amen and Tari and those guys come in and get stops and get out and attack and find the kickouts as well. So I think all the guys that can get downhill and attack really did a good job of. They got blocked a few times. Klingon and Rob Williams got a few, but for the most part, we made the extra pass and got a lot of wide open looks.
What do you think of Reed's minutes?
It was good. He's getting better and better every time he gets the opportunity. I think he still can be a little bit more greedy with some of the shots, but he's finding his way. And he's, like I said, a basketball purist that he's going to try to make the right play all the time. And sometimes maybe looking to make an extra pass instead of take a shot that we feel he can take, but learning as he goes. And I think he was much better defensively tonight when they did try to target him.
A month into the season, is there any aspect of the game where you feel like you're ahead of where you thought you might be at this point?
Oh, no. I think we thought we would be a good defensive team, carry over from last year. Everybody kind of improved last year, and so we wanted to hit the ground running as far as that. Offensively, I think we're doing a great job on the glass. We wanted to be number 1 at that. I think we're number 2 offensive glass right now. I think our pace can improve, and it really has in the last 10 or so games. It was a little slow early. The shooting, we want to obviously become a better shooting team, and we would have had some more wins now just due to that. But nobody tries to miss shots on purpose. Guys take the right ones, and you live with the results. So happy overall, but even with our record, what it is, I think we feel like we still gave some away early.
Do you think that this could wind up being the best defensive team in the league?
Yeah, we're right there. We're close. One big part early was our defensive rebounding. I think we're at 26th after the first 5 games, and we got that all the way down to like number 7, number 6 now. So that really got us back into standings defensively. It's just, being a little more stingy here and there. A few threes that we gave up early that we didn't have to, and a little better rim protection at times. Just those little things that we can kind of even be more stingy on. I think we can get better at all those, and guys are taking the challenge one-on-one, where I think we're definitely guarding better as a unit.
Are you liking what you're seeing from Steven as he's coming along and getting his, getting his legs under him?
Yeah, I mean, he does what he does, and what he's doing now is what he's always done, which is set great screens, get guys open, create space, be a kind of facilitator on the elbow in the split game, and then crash the offensive glass. And whether he gets it or not, he opens up for all our other guys. They double or triple team him sometimes. So it's not really, his role hasn't changed from what he's done really well over the years. It's just the speed of the game and getting his legs back, and some of those things will happen with time. So it's a catch-22 where you got to get him his minutes, but at times it seems like he's a little step behind, and just got to get him those minutes and get his reps up.
Finishing at the rim was a struggle, or an area of struggle for Tari in the past. What's kind of gone into his improvement in that area this season?
I would say, he is starting to see it a little bit better. He's not driving into a crowd as much. I think all our guys grew in that area last year, and with him being out a bunch last year, we really emphasized that. He can get to the basket, his handle is improved, and now make the correct read or take the shot when you have an advantage there. And so I think a little bit less of that driving into a crowd probably has something to do with it. But even when he missed, he always got his rebound and put it back in anyway. So he's really good at that aspect.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Thank you.